for the rest of the media, because I guess we're part of the media.
The media.
The Joker is faking.
Yeah.
Could one of you assholes be brave enough to go, the Joker is faking?
They throw
the
it out
Joker
there like it's an aside.
is still trying to play the Joker.
Yeah.
That's how much of an asshole this Colorado douchebag is. He's faking. Stop trying to read into it like, oh, look how crazy he is. Is he on drugs?
No.
Oh, my God, we found out he's not on drugs.
No.
So this must be really crazy behavior. No, he's still playing the role of the Joker. And he thinks that's how the Joker would be in a courtroom.
He looked like somebody
Holy fuck.
trying to act like they're
Of course.
crazy. He didn't look like a real crazy person looks when you see an honest-to-goodness crazy person in court.
Right.
No, he looked like a guy trying to say, let me look crazy.
You could see he was trying. You could see it.
Yeah, it was obvious.
Do you have to be crazy like myself to know crazy? Because it's so obvious to me.
It's like, how about you don't call him the Joker?
It's so irritating.
We're making.
Oh, really?
It's like
all that shit isn't going to work. I love the people. Well, locally they're not going to show his mugshot in Aurora. Well, guess what? Everyone in Aurora saw his mugshot. We live in a very different world. And
using the word the Joker for him is as a goof on the media.
Oh, of course I'm goofing by saying the Joker.
Yeah.
You hear how I'm saying it?
It's not like this guy. And another thing that I brought up is why the fuck didn't they just shave his fucking head?
I agree.
The second he got into fucking jail. So that's our policy here in this jail. We're shaving your fucking head so he doesn't end up in court with the dumb red fucking hair.
He looks like an asshole, though. He really looks ridiculous with orange hair.
Eastside Dave?
Of course he does.
He looks like an asshole.
I actually like that he still has the dumb red hair.
Really?
Yeah, you shave him down, he doesn't look as ridiculous. Let him look stupid.
He does look stupid.
I feel bad for the public defender. She doesn't want this case.
She wants no part of this.
She doesn't want any part of it. Someone said, guess what? Guess what you got today?
Oh.
So don't fucking hit her.
Why couldn't I get the
hit her
fucking
hard.
The broad that wrote the bad checks and couldn't afford a lawyer?
Of course. She's like, oh, fuck, seriously? I don't think there's many lawyers that actually want to defend this fucking loser.
Well, he should get a vigorous defense with a public defender.
Right.
Oh, boy.
They said, no, that's not going to be his lawyer. His lawyer, they said, is going to be the guy who's actually the best public defender.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, you have to. Because this way, because he's going to lose. You can't, most you could do is save his life. You can't do anything. So if you don't give him a good defense, you don't want him to have anything on appeal.
I don't think, that's the lovely country we live in.
Yeah.
I guess we have no choice in that matter, unfortunately, but I personally would love to see him just shot in the back of the fucking head and thrown in a dumpster.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Period. And I am not arguing that with anybody. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But the crazy eye, that's all fake. But no one in the media will be brave enough to say that.
Say, oh, he looked out of it. He looked confused, maybe drugged.
Yeah, what was
how about it looked like he was completely still playing this dumb fuck part and faking it.
In his stupid head.
He's the Joker.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, look at he's mysterious.
What are some of the words? Disoriented. Completely out of it. Bizarre.
He's acting.
Looked scared and bizarre.
Oh, I just hope someone just beats the fuck out of him. Just a sound prison thrashing.
Literally, that's what I want to see as a guy. I want to see he has not had 1 ounce of penalty.
No.
One fist. Fucking careening off his fucking upper lip and shattering teeth.
Smashing his face into the concrete. Bam!
Look dazed and sleepy. Bizarre. Comes up.
That's how I come into the show every day.
Yeah.
Dazed and sleepy.
Freaky. They're calling him freaky. Again, they're loving the word bizarre. Looked crazy. No, he's acting. He's so acting. Yeah. He's still playing the part. Like,
look at me.
Oh, I don't know.
What am I going to do next? Look out.
Right.
I'm a wild man. Yeesh.
Nah. And, he's getting 3 meals a day. He's getting his sleep. He's
protected.
He's
got
good.
A bulletproof vest on right there.
And I saw his dumb apartment building. I bet you he's living just as well.
Yeah.
Not that much different.
Fuck this guy.
So enraging. So enraging.
I really hope he just fucking...
Pursuant to CRS 18-1-1001, we are to enter a mandatory protection order. Any violation of the protection order can constitute a new criminal offense and or contempt of court.
On a new criminal offense.
It is the order of the court. You shall not harass,
opposed to mass murder,
molest, intimidate, retaliate against, or tamper with any witness to or victim of the acts you are charged with committing. Shall vacate the home of the victim, stay away from the home of the victims, and stay away from any other location the victims are likely to be
I hope he doesn't have
found.
the opportunity to go to any of the victims' homes. Why? I like these fucking legal things they have to do.
The legalese.
They put a restraining order against him
from contacting them, too.
From contacting the victim. I guess you can do that from prison.
Sure, writing them letters or emails.
These motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So
closing his eyes.
But what are the fucking consequences? Like, this guy is accused of mass murder. He did it. I mean, there's no fucking doubt.
He looks scared, though. Like, he looks like he doesn't look crazy.
No, he looks like, what'd I do?
He looks like he knows he's fucked.
He's going to spend the rest of his life
off
in prison, if not the death penalty.
But I think he's still trying to, like, play it up still. You know, look at that. I mean, come on. Look at that dumb face stuff.
How punchable is that face? It's fucking...
How punchable?
In 15 years, when all the appeals are going through, they'll interview him in prison. He'll have his gray hair brushed back, and he'll be in a little prison thing, and they'll talk about what a model prisoner he's been, and he'll talk about Jesus and how I don't even remember being that person. And everybody will be like, oh, he's a great guy now. And it's how this shit works.
And then some of the victims' families will actually forgive him.
I forgive him, and we've actually spoken in prison because this dumb motherfucker, fucking religious person, got us together.
I reached out to his mom.
Yeah,
we had tea. I don't know how you do any of that stuff.
I don't either.
I mean, if that's what you got to do, I'm not judging you. Okay.
Too much time goes past, and then everything gets desensitized, and which in a way is okay when the pure emotion is out of it, and you could look logically at a case like this. But then too much time goes by, and people, hey, you know what? Son of Sam, that motherfucker is just like in prison enjoying his life in prison. He talks to people. He has great times every day. Most of his life has been spent in prison. And that's his life. And he has relationships. He talks to people. He enjoys his job in prison. And this is the motherfucker that terrified New York. This was a monster that terrified New York City. And now enough time went by where it's like, that's David Berkowitz. What a great guy.
He enjoys his TV programs.
Of course.
He might even be watching Breaking Bad. I don't know.
He might be.
I don't know if they got the cable in prison. They might, though.
He ministers other prisoners, so he's literally enjoying his time in prison. He did not enjoy his time on the outside. He was an outcast.
He probably has a better life for himself because he did that.
And why? Why should he? Why isn't this motherfucker dead?
Well, where's all the convict justice? This is where this fucking fake
you bunch of fucking
chivalry
pussies.
in jail. Oh, you don't want to do that and go to jail. Really? This guy just fucking murdered people in their cars. Where's all this jail justice?
Well, I believe they protected him for many years.
You know what?
And then, like Ant said, enough time goes by, it fades away, and then that raw nerve isn't around anymore.
They become model
citizens. Someone would do that.
Model citizens in their fucking private condo complex, what it amounts to.
Anyone else going to point out he went with the Cesar Romero Joker, by the way?
Yes, the red hair. Yeah, Cesar Romero.
Wasn't it Caesar?
It was, yeah.
I just came up with that. I didn't even fucking Google that before the show.
That's the guy, Cesar Romero.
He went with the Cesar Romero Joker.
From the Batman series.
Yes, he's the only one I think that had red hair. I think the rest of them went, oh no, he had green.
No, he had red and green. He would change it.
Okay, he did have red, but he also had green.
Yeah, he would change it up.
Because Heath Ledger had green, right?
Yeah.
See, go to the...
So this asshole didn't even get his hair right?
It is green. There it's red.
Yeah, so he went back and forth. But I remember him as having the red hair for the Joker. Yeah. Cesar Romero. Look at that fucking idiot. He was a good Joker, though.
Cesar Romero was a good fucking
How many
Joker.
Jokers were in the original Batman? Was it just him?
The series? I think it was just him.
A TV show was just him, I believe.
Was it?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was a big part of the Batman TV show.
Is he dead or alive?
Oh, I would have to say, yeah.
And was Frank Gorshin? Frank Gorshin was the Riddler.
He was the Riddler, of course.
Frank Ocean was great. I just saw 12 Monkeys recently.
When did he die?
94.
Oh, a long time ago.
Wow.
Oh, man. Yeah, I just saw 12 Monkeys, and Frank Ocean's in that as, like, the lead psychiatrist in the hospital.
Yeah.
He's so fucking...
He was great in that movie.
He was a good actor, that motherfucker.
He's dead too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He was a good comic, too.
Yeah, he was, like, funny. He was good at doing impressions, and he just was he was great in that movie.
Correctional officer, this stuff will drive you nuts. But these guys know way more than we do, obviously. Chris, give us some knowledge. Where do you work, first of all?
I'm not going to say. Somewhere in New York on it.
Yeah, no worries. All right, what do you got, buddy?
All right, the state just fucking coddles these guys. These guys, they're fucking heroes to the other convicts. There's no convict justice no more. These guys, they're coddled.
They get starstruck. These fucking convicts get starstruck of these people.
Well, I think you're generalizing a little too much. What about some kind of kid toucher? A high-profile kid toucher in prison. We've always heard that the other convicts, would love to get at those guys.
Yeah, but they're all TC'd up there. No one's touching them.
No, man, no one's touching this guy anytime soon. I mean, no one.
No.
You'd have to have someone go rogue.
Yeah.
You have to have an officer or somebody go rogue. Huh?
Then his family would sue, and then the state would have to pay. It's all bullshit.
Right.
Oh, great. Fucking litigation is in the way of true fucking justice.
So we get to look at this asshole for years to come.
Right.
And I doubt they ever kill him, by the way.
Nah, I bet they don't.
We don't like killing people as a civilized society.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Except for Texas. Let's acknowledge Texas.
Gotta love Texas.
Let me say hi to Dennis. Dennis, what's up, buddy?
Hey, how are you?
All right.
Hey, I spent almost 5 years in upstate New York there. It was only a medium, we call it. They were the old psych centers when they got rid of all the, all the psychiatric patients. I don't know what they did with them. I guess that's what the homeless are. But anyways, they made that of prisons and stuff. But I had second-degree manslaughter. I spent almost 5 years up there from 92 to 97. And I'll tell you what, it was no fun. They can say what they want. I'll tell you, if I ever had to do life, I'd tell them, hell no, give me the death penalty. And that wasn't even a max.
Really? What happened to you?
Yeah, I don't know how people do. Every morning you're going to sink. There's freaking black hairs into the showers, the toilet. I mean, who wants to go there? I mean, I think.
Did you get ass fucked?
No, the only ones.
No one ever gets ass fucked.
The only ones who got that were the ones who wanted it.
Oh,
and somehow
nice.
They didn't think they were gay.
Sam?
In fact, we were in a four-man room. We had one guy who came in who would use a Kool-Aid lipstick.
Fellas.
And we had a couple boys in our dorm that didn't like homos too much, and they said if you don't leave, you're going to get stuck. So
hey, before we even entertain your call, what did you do?
Drink DWI manslaughter.
Oh, you were drunk driving and you killed someone? Jesus.
Well, the guy who got killed, he was drinking too. I mean, he had the same blood alcohol as me. He had coke in his system.
Wait. Was he in a separate car?
I'm sorry, what?
Was he in a separate car?
Yeah.
Oh. How did it happen?
That's how he justifies
Jesus.
it. His blood alcohol level was
guy's got to sleep. Guy's got to sleep.
As high as mine, so
how did it happen?
Something was going to happen to him that night.
It was my car, his car, and a tractor trailer.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I survived. He didn't, I mean, I don't remember what happened. I fractured my skull. I dislocated my hip. I went to the impound area and saw his car, and you could see the indentation from the tractor trailer, but they said I caused it. I said, well, I couldn't afford to fight it, and I knew I was wrong at some level, if not all levels. So I took the plea and it was a 2 1/3 to 7. At the time, you do 1/3 of your max, and I went to the parole board twice, and they hit me. They were like guys who robbed people with knives and stuff like that out, but I couldn't get work release or nothing. They were tough on DWIs.
Well, you're pretty dangerous there, my friend, if you you were going to do that. Jesus.
Yeah, I haven't drank in 20 years, so I've been...
What do you do for a living now?
It's still pretty good.
Yeah, I'm an electrician.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
You found work. Good for you. All right.
I'm sorry, what's that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's one thing good about being in construction is they kind of, okay, well, everybody in the business can pretty much relate. Most of them are all.
Yeah, they're all a bunch of fucking drunken degenerates anyway.
Yep. I remember when Kenny and I went to visit a prison, and the guy showed us photos of a murder that had taken place in the jail of a guy who drunk drove and killed, I think, a 9-year-old. And
Yikes.
it was a guy who had driven drunk a lot. He had like 9 convictions.
Oh, boy.
And some other convict doing life plus took an ice pick or something and just fucking killed him in the yard.
Wow.
Because of
It was definitely because of that, or it wasn't another beef?
This guy, they knew who he was coming in. This guy, he just fucking stabbed his neck.
Wow.
He just gouged the guy's. I mean, this guy was never getting out anyway. He was like one of those triple or quadruple life guys.
Good.
Who just didn't want to see this guy around the yard.
Wow. He just annoyed him that he was
and took
walking.
Care of him.
Let's go to another correctional officer. It's Chris on Long Island. Chris.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris.
I worked in numerous federal prisons around the country. And this dude is going to get, if he gets in population, pedophiles and people who hurt girls or women, he's going to get fucked up.
Yeah, but they'll never put him in population.
Yeah,
but even in the special housing unit, I saw a dude get murdered for being a snitch, and they disemboweled him. They put his fucking intestines all over the cell.
Oh.
You can Google it. The dude's name was Rudy Sublime.
That's all they seem to care about in jail, like, is snitches. Like, if you snitch, they kill you. Like, don't tell who's making wine in the toilet. But if you murder a kid, I agree. I've heard what you're saying, but it's like so many of them are still alive.
Yeah, but he's gonna end up in some federal penitentiary in the middle of the country where these dudes are doing life, and they're gonna ass rape him, or they're gonna kill him.
I just don't understand. You're a mass murderer. How many people have died?
12.
We're still at 12, right?
I think so, yeah.
And then eventually he goes to prison, then he's protected. Well, he should be a regular prisoner. Good luck to you.
Yeah.
We'll do our best to try to, keep everyone under control. But why does he get special treatment after murdering 12 people?
The lawsuits.
Yeah, I guess it has to do with lawsuits. But he should be a regular prisoner. They do have, guards and correctional officers that will do their best to make sure everybody's safe, but, shit happens. Sorry. That's the life you chose when you decide to kick in that door and come back in the theater.
Yep.
It just amazes me we can't even do that shit in our society.
Yeah.
Now we take this guy and protect him.
Go above and beyond, too.
Huh?
If he's spitting on the COs, they may not be saying it, but he's getting his shit. They're spitting in his food. They're fucking with him back.
Yeah, wow, a little spit in the food. Ooh. Now, I understand what you're saying, Chris, and I'm not taking a shot at you, but it's just frustrating. I'd rather see, like Jimmy said, his teeth get knocked out because he's spitting on correctional officers.
He'll get PC'd, protective custody, and that'll be the end of him. And like you said, 5 years from now, they'll forget about him.
Of course they will.
Yeah, somebody has to get to this piece of garbage.
Thank you, buddy.
I really want to see that fucking jaw shattered.
Yeah.
Your teeth. I'm telling you, getting your teeth knocked out hurts.
Oh, that's gotta hurt, right?
Yeah, a fucking or
gum pain.
Gum pain.
We all can relate to gum pain.
But I'd love to see how it reacts
extreme gum pain
to 2 fists just careening off his face, like 2 fucking really.
Right.
Even if they're just correction officers, because those guys are fucking brutal, man.
But we are just fucked up. Why is it the guy murders 12 and then we bring him, eventually goes to prison and he gets protected? Prison is prison. You should just be one of the other guys.
Yeah.
You hire people to hopefully keep everyone in line, but good luck to you. We can't guarantee your safety. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know why we do this shit.
Well, then the family.
Because we're a civilized society, I guess. Yeah. Are we really in the end? We like to think we are.
Yeah, we're not.
We're not, right?
Not even close.
We'd like to make believe, though.
Everyone likes to make believe.
We're better than the other countries.
So above everything.
Are we really?
So above everything.
Think about us. Well, this leads to... look at fucking guy. It leads to. Well, go ahead,
So what
Jimmy.
did the Joker do now?
Nah, just looking at this.
Very mysterious. Look out. What am I going to do next? Look out.
Coke Logic and others are saying thank you for saying Holmes is faking.
Yeah.
It's obvious to me. I don't know. I could be wrong, but this is all just bullshit. He's continuing his crap. You could absolutely see that he's scared, but through that, he's still trying to play the role of the Joker.
Yeah. Oh boy, Opie. If you don't think this is the greatest country in the world, then you can get out.
All right. I would ask that guy how many countries has he been to see if our country is the greatest. Because I hate people like that. Because we don't know if this is the greatest country in the world. World travelers would know. I went to Greece once and Turkey for a day. I don't know. I still don't know if this is the greatest country. That's an honest statement.
Yeah.
You can just make believe in your own head. That's great. But I have no idea if this is the greatest country.
You know
I haven't been around to enough places to know.
One of my greatest satisfactions is that Jonathan travels everywhere, and I'm slowly getting him to understand how many shitholes there are out there. Like I've turned him into an angry driver. He's a vicious driver now. He used to be the nicest guy, but he's miserable now.
Right.
And I'm starting to point out these countries. And I'm like, and I'm like, they're savages. And he's like, yeah. They are savages. They are. I love beating him down.
Oh shit! You're ruining him.
I really am ruining this wide-eyed world traveling fun guy. I'm a cancer.
Why would you do that to him? Let him be.
No, I love spoiling it.
A lot of prisoners or ex-prisoners calling in. I've been to prison. He's not going to have anything done to him. We pretty much know that, right? We all know that.
But are they saying because of the other convicts or because he'll be protected?
He's going to be protected.
Yeah.
He's not even going to be in general pop, as they say.
They have
a
unit in San Quentin, which we saw. We couldn't go into it, but that's where Sirhan is. That's where Scott Peterson is. That's where a whole bunch of them are. Manson.
They get special treatment.
Yep.
For having an over-the-top
high-profile case.
High-profile case. That's insane to me. It really is. Let's start there. Yeah. How about we just start there?
Well, how about the crazy Joker says he doesn't want to be in protective custody?
Right.
How about the crazy Joker just goes, no, I'm crazy. I want to interact with people.
Yes.
If he's such the Joker, you know what would happen? He'd get into general population, and he'd get his cronies.
Yeah.
That's where you get your cronies for the big breakout.
So you
and
can
then
do
once you
another
break
crime.
out, you have your cronies. Now you have your team with you.
Right.
Your team of underlings.
Guy
Cronies
fucking-
and henchmen.
And then Mayor Bloomberg's going to have to put the bat signal.
Right, the
above
bat
New York City.
signal, and it's just a big thing because he's the Joker.
Well, there won't be a bat signal. It'll just be a guy in a stole. That's what fucking Bloomberg will send up.
Bloomberg's fucking a big rainbow across the sky. Fruit. Oh,
I guess I got to leave America.
yeah, huh?
I like America. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Like it or lump it.
I don't like being just blind.
Love it or leave
blind
it.
to things.
Remember, that's what the construction workers used to say to the hippies.
Really?
America, love it or leave it. And then they'd wrap their heads in with a fucking
It's
crescent
okay.
wrench.
I think America has a lot of problems.
Yeah. There's a people problem.
A people problem?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, there's a lot of people say there's a gun problem, a violence problem. It's a people problem. There's just crazy people that are coddled.
I was reading an article on China yesterday, and I'll tell you this much: I don't have to be to China to know we're a better country than China. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Article, they have that whole you can only have one kid thing.
Yeah, they don't put up with shenanigans.
And they're trying to appeal that. They're trying to get rid of that. They're not having much luck. But this lady tells her story. She was 8 months pregnant, and she was just taken and brought to the hospital. And then they inject this drug, and then she goes into early labor and delivers a dead kid.
Yeah.
That's how serious they are about the one kid policy.
The forced abortion recently, right? That was a big story.
Yeah, it was in the paper yesterday.
And we do business with this country, and
that's insane. Because I think if you do have more than one child, they do penalize you, right? They don't necessarily take your kid away, but I think they hit you with some heavy fines or something, right?
They got 1 billion. China's a weird place, though, because
they're over 1 billion.
There's so many. Like, we have... there's like 3 times as many of them or more than there's American.
How are they able to get that many people?
They've
been around a lot longer. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
They're
they've been around a long time.
Asians are soldiers. Like they look at the good of the state. Like you ever look at Asians in this country? A lot of times, spatially, they're happy standing a quarter-inch from you, like because they have less of a space obsession than Americans. Because they're used to the ones who are from China.
Right.
They're used to being crammed together.
Right.
A lot of those, like the Japanese and Chinese, they're more comfortable working for the greater good, as it were, than Americans are.
New Year's Eve in Times Square, they probably feel like they got plenty of room. Oh, this is very roomy.
Yeah.
Roomy. But that story I read yesterday was horrific.
Yeah.
And then the men, I'm trying to remember the exact details, but the men that injected her all, magically disappeared, and there she's left in the hospital. And, after a few hours of labor, she delivers a dead blue kid.
Wow.
That's
Amazing.
unbelievable. That's their country. I know we're better than that, at least.
And, leaders go over there and do their little bowing and to talk business. And
and the reason... this
Hypocrites.
is interesting. The reason they want to get rid of the one kid policy is because their country is aging, obviously, and they feel like they don't have
it's called Asian.
They're aging.
Oh,
and
aging.
They feel
they're aging.
They feel like
I would say it
in the coming years they're not going to have a lot of young people for that cheap labor shit.
Yeah.
So they're worried about that. They're like, this could hurt us. So maybe we should allow people to have more than one kid. And that's the only reason they're thinking about it.
It's like one of those games where you get the population, then build the houses and the factories and all that.
Right.
And then you realize it's like, oh, shit, I shut down production on people.
Yep.
Oh, man, I'm running out of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to prove something to everybody. Sam, just read the first paragraph, maybe the second, and you don't have to read the 2-page article. Go ahead.
Okay. Pan Chunyan was grabbed from her grocery store.
Fucking, it's spicy though. Yeah. When I get it, where I get it.
What are you proving, that Sam has a nice reading voice? Because I'll say it. He does. Read on, baby.
Was grabbed from her grocery store when she was almost 8 months pregnant with her third child. Men working for a local official locked her up with 2 other women and 4 days later brought her to a hospital and forced her to put her thumbprint on a document saying she had agreed to an abortion. A nurse injected her with a drug. Quote, after I got the shot, all the thugs disappeared, Ms. Pan, 31, said in a telephone interview from her home in the southeastern province of Fujian. My family was with me again. I cried and hoped the baby would survive.
And then I guess we have to do one more sentence.
Third baby.
But after hours of labor, the baby was born dead. Black and blue all over. There you go.
All right.
You don't even need the rest of the article, which is another page and a half.
All right.